I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Thursday, April the 18th, and Resurrection. Seems fitting for Holy Week, but this market has kind of bounced back here. We were looking at a down market on the fat cattle market, and we knew we had a higher weighted average. We really didn't feel like we had a higher market last week, but the weighted averages by the time the smoke cleared were higher, and so we were glad to get that. But this week significantly higher, and that has been established already middle of the week. But the feeder cattle markets, gosh, getting quotes out of some of these sales. Guys were sending me quotes all day long, each one more impressive than the last, and just really bounced back here, and good to see here middle of the week as we get into Easter. Look at the board on Wednesday. April live cattle futures down 22 cents at 126.95. June down 7 cents at 122.37. All the other traded months going out front were all higher. April feeder cattle down 35 cents at 145.32. May was down 60 at 150.60. Most all the others going into 2020 continue to be higher. You look at the lean hogs, those in 2020 continue to gain ground and are catching up with those at the latter part of this year. But let's look at the fat cattle trade. Kind of all of a sudden we established the Southern Plains $2 higher at 126, and the comments that I received were kind of a mixture between, wow, can you believe they gained $2, and the other saying, why did they cave in at 126? But still, when you're gaining $2 in a down market, that can't be a bad deal. But we thought we were going to keep creeping lower and lower. We've creeped back up to 126. That's just $2 off our spring high established in the Southern Plains, and who knows, we may can get back up there. We haven't seen significant trade in the Northern Plains, but it's going to be pretty good too. We did see some trade on the Fed Cattle Exchange. Hallelujah. They decided to try to support the Fed Cattle Exchange. They had an awful good run, nearly 1,600 head on the Fed Cattle Exchange. They sold over 1,250 of those, all in Nebraska at 127 and 127 and a quarter. That's impressive. So they'll abuse the deal whenever they need it, but it's good to see them tip their hand when they do need it. But most of those cattle were for an up to 2-week delivery, and that's significant too, thinking that maybe this deal is going to gain a little more ground here as we go forward, and when we thought we were in a strong down market. But pretty good fat cattle trade here middle of the week, and it'll be interesting to see what the board does going on forward the rest of the week. We've got a short week here. Remember, everything's going to be closed down on Friday because of Good Friday, so things will happen on Thursday here, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Got several updates to give you here. Alma, Nebraska, on that rollover replacement heifer sale they had donated by the Kalk brothers, they raised right at $30,000 for the Nebraska Cattlemen's Relief Fund, and that is great. Still got a few days here to get on dvauction.com and bid on that time sale. They've got several donated items on there. That's all going to the relief fund too, so get on to dvauction.com and bid on that relief fund sale. Primetime Video's got a big video on Thursday here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, offering about 15,000 head of cattle. Don't miss that. You can go on to Primetime Video or Primetime Livestock and their website and bid right there. You can go on to DV Auction and bid right there. But don't miss the Primetime Video at 1 o'clock on Thursday. On Saturday coming up, Springfield Livestock Marketing Center, Springfield, Missouri, has got a big special cow sale on Saturday. In conjunction with the regular special cow sale, they've got the Bradley Cattle Company bred heifer and bull sale. Be a lot of nice cattle there at Springfield Livestock Marketing Center at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Look at some of your feeder cattle markets. Your real-time index on Cattle Market Central late in the day on Wednesday at 146.02, gained $1.43, way out in front of the CME feeder cattle index, but you can expect it to gain a lot of ground the next time it comes out. But look at some of the big sales on Wednesday. OKC West, 6,800 head, which is a pretty good showing. That's for the 2-day sale, but remember they only had around 1,500 calves on Tuesday, so mostly yearling feeders there. Feeder steers, $3 to $5 higher. Feeder heifers, $2 to $4 higher. Remember on Tuesday the calves were not well tested but sold with a higher undertone. But a lot of impressive quotes coming out of El Reno on Wednesday. But the biggest one of all, look at this individual quote, 61 head of thin black steers weighed 800 pounds at $153.50 in central Oklahoma. That's a good quote. St. Joe Stockyards individual quote, look at this, 159 head of steers weighed 748 at $154.50. Good quote out of St. Joe Stockyards. Creston, Iowa had a good sale on Wednesday. J-Bar M had 2 loads of cattle in there. They topped the market. Had a load of 806-pound steers at $152.60. Load of big 900-pound steers at $140.85. And if you think that it would be fun to own a big-time sale like that right in the heart of the Midwest in a nice community that supports their auction, that sale barn will sell May 1st at auction there at Creston, Iowa, and you can get right in the business right there. But if you're interested in being in the auction business, May 1st, Creston, Iowa, that whole facility, the barn and everything, Tom Fry and his family is going to hang around for a while. Make sure you get settled in and get your feet on the ground and make a good go of it. But as always, on a Wednesday when Bassett, Nebraska has a big sale, they're going to blow everybody else away. Just up there the other week, I tell you what, a lot of good people up there and enjoyed the sale, enjoyed the corral bar, enjoyed everything. But Bassett, Nebraska, look at these individual quotes. 83 head of 549-pound steers bring $207 Bassett, Nebraska. And probably the best quote on some fancy Bassett steers there, 138 head of 807-pound steers bring $161. And that's your feeder flash for Thursday.